Marshall, and welcome to R&B Showcase Live, coming to you from the heart and soul of Philadelphia. We've got a number of emails and requests to go behind the scenes in radio for those interested in careers in radio broadcasting. So I thought we'd turn back the hands of time and take you to the original home of the R&B Showcase radio show. Now, whether it's college, commercial, or community radio, there are different avenues for you to get the opportunity to break into broadcasting. Today we visit with Operations Manager, Station Manager, Mr. Derek Jones at WGLS-FM in Glassboro. And that is on the campus of Rowan University. So join us as we go on this radio tour and get behind the scenes in radio broadcasting on this edition of R&B Showcase Live.
Treat her like a lady.
Philadelphia, there's a couple delays, the biggest one being on I-76 Walt Whitman Bridge southbound between Packer Avenue and I-295 southbound Creek Road for 10 minutes. All other major roadways and bridges are clear, and that is Metro traffic here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS-FM.
Hello, this is Tim Marshall from the R&B Showcase radio show. Excited to be back here on the main campus of Rowan University, the home of 89.7 WGLS-FM. You know, this is the very first radio station I had the opportunity to work at way back in the day when I was a student here at Rowan University. I'm very honored to be back here today, have the opportunity to check out the facilities. So let's come on inside and check out the radio station, 89.7 WGLS-FM. WGLS-FM made its on-air debut in April of 1964. Known as Rowan Radio, the college station is licensed to Rowan University, broadcasting on 89.7 FM Glassboro. The studios are located in the Communications Building on the main campus of Rowan University. WGLS-FM programming includes sports, educational programs, and a variety of music with a focus on both the college and South Jersey communities. WGLS-FM has won numerous awards, both local and national, including the Broadcast Education Association, New Jersey Broadcasters Association, and the College Station of the Year honors in 1997 by the National Association of College Broadcasters. Radio personalities that have developed their craft at WGLS-FM have gone on to careers in broadcasting at major market stations and multimedia production companies. Several WGLS-FM alumni have become Golden Mike Award-winning broadcasters and numerous Hall of Fame inductees. This is Tim Marshall, and we are live at WGLS-FM on the campus of Rowan University. It's an honor to be here, and I want to say hello to Mr. Derek Jones. Thank you for having us here, Derek.
No problem. Thanks for coming.
And Derek, you are the operations manager of WGLS-FM.
Station manager.
Station manager. Okay. How long have you been the station manager here?
Since 2012, November 2012.
Okay. Now, who's this gentleman over here?
This is...
Come on in over here. How you doing, sir?
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? Your name is?
Leo Kirshner.
Leo Kirshner. What is your position?
I am the assistant station manager here
Okay.
at WGLS.
Okay, how long have you been here?
I've been here as long as Derek, starting November 2014, or 2012 actually.
Okay.
But it
Now,
seems like it.
now, did we miss each other a little bit? Because I was here in, I think, around 86, 87 to about 90.
Yeah, I got here in the late 90s, about 98.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think Frank Hogan was the director at the time.
Yeah, Frank was here.
Mhm.
Frank was here at the time. And then he was here until, late 2012.
Okay. Well, what is your position? What does the operations manager do? What does that entail?
Well, I think a few things. It's just a little bit of everything. Kind of jack of all trades. You got to worry about the budget. You have to worry about programming. You have to worry about FCC and licensing stuff. So you have to make sure the students are traveling to the right places and getting there on time. So it's a little bit of a hodgepodge of everything type of job.
Well, I want to tell you, again, I thank you for allowing us to come here to the station. I feel right at home here. This is the first radio station that I had opportunity to work at. We did a show called the Rhythm and Blues Showcase, a radio show, classic contemporary R&B with special guests. And we started right here, WGLS-FM. But the station was across the street, in Savage Library. And now it's moved over here. I'm interested to hear about some of the upgrades that you've done and some of the great things that's been happening here at Rowan Radio in the past years, recent years. I mean, you've got so many awards that you won.
Yeah, the students, they've done a fantastic job over the years, really putting together a lot of cool programming as a part of that. I think also, the technological stuff we've been able to add. I mean, you just have to be up to date with the times. We have equipment that is being used in professional settings, professional radio stations. So like audio vault, things of that nature, that's something that you'll see in different commercial radio stations. We're on the internet. We're streaming our programming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on the internet. So that type of thing. Those type of things are what we, continue to do, and we try to find ways to get better when we can.
One of my favorite parts about being at this radio station is this fantastic wall of fame. I mean, tell us about this now.
It's a collection of a lot of the students that have worked here over the years, dating back to, I think we have some pictures from the early 70s over there. The station dates back to 1964, but a lot of the stuff that you see here is really from the 70s on. And a lot of it just kind of shows you what the station was like over the years, different buildings, transitions, things like that.
Well, I'm very excited. No, I gotta get up here somewhere. Where am I at? Is that me up there? Up in the middle.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to go back a long ways here. Well, Derek, I'm looking forward to taking this tour of this radio station here today and seeing all the great things that you're doing here. And there must have been thousands of students that passed through here in recent those years. Huh?
Oh my heavens. Yeah, a lot.
Well, I'm looking forward to checking out the station. So looking forward to go take us on a tour.
Awesome.
Let's go. Derek, tell us a little bit about the room that we're in now.
This is the conference studio. This is basically a room where we host a lot of talk shows that have more than one guest. Like Stanley L., who's actually in the production studio right now, when he does his show, he normally has, I'd say, 2 or 3 guests in here with him sometimes, and we can shoot that audio. If it's live, we can shoot it out over the air through the Air Studio, or if it's pre-recorded, we can shoot it out over the production studio.
Okay. Do you do like talk shows, like campus call? Do you stuff campus calling they used to have years ago?
Oh, yeah. I've heard. Yeah, I've heard about that show. We don't do anything quite like campus calling anymore, but Stanley has one of the few live talk shows we have at this point. Most of the other talk shows are pre-recorded. A lot of them are done in this room, but not necessarily call-ins. We do have the call-in set up for just a guest, but to take like live callers, all that good stuff. Not necessarily doing it that way these days.
Oh, you pre-record your callers, or you don't put them on live then, basically?
No.
Okay, very good. How about news and traffic and weather? Where is that done from?
Normally that's all done from the Air Studio. The DJ will normally handle weather at the top of the hour, and then the news show we have, the Rowan Report, they actually do a chunk of it from in here. And then, of course, in the on-air studio as well. So they have, for the different sections they'll bring in somebody to handle sports and entertainment and stuff like that, and they'll put them in this room if they have, extra people on hand.
I see you got a computer in here too. Everything's technology based.
Yeah, a lot of editing systems. When we have anywhere between 60 to 80 students sometimes in a given year, you got to have multiple workstations and stuff like that. So.
I'm Matthew Zlotniak with an important message from Parents Anonymous of New Jersey. For over 35 years, Parents Anonymous has been providing support, education, and help to families throughout New Jersey. Parents Anonymous is a confidential, free, and volunteer-based support group that can help you navigate everything from the terrible twos to the teenage rebellion. If you're feeling overwhelmed, call 1-800-THE-KIDS. That's 1-800-843-5437. This message is brought to you by Parents Anonymous of New Jersey and your friends here at Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS-FM, your source for community news and information.
Hi, this is Tim Marshall, and welcome to R&B Showcase Live. We're into our second season of the program.
Hey, this is Lil Saunders, formerly singer of Hell Beverly Hills. You're watching Tim Marshall on the R&B Showcase Live.
So, like I said, I'm very impressed with this. The fact that you've kept all of these albums and CDs for so many years. I mean, how far back does this go now?
It predates the 60s. I think we have some really early jazz albums, I think from maybe the 50s. We have the Ben-Hur soundtrack on here as well. So it's a lot of different, unique stuff.
How long has WGLS been in existence?
Since 1964.
Wow.
1964, a long time.
Now, how long have you been program director of the radio station?
I took over for Frank Hogan in 2012.
Okay.
And then from there, I've been running the show, as they say. So.
Now, weren't you here prior to that, though?
Yes, I was assistant station manager for 10 years, up until when Frank retired.
So did we cross over at all? Because I was here in the late 80s, early 90s.
No. I started it here in 98 as a student.
Okay.
So I was kind of, my first year or so, mostly did sports. I did some daytime stuff, but I was like in and out a lot. It was just 2 hours. I was very shy and stuff. So I was just like, all right, I'll do the radio thing, and then after that, it took me a little while to get adjusted, and once I did, it's been great ever since.
What would you say is your main forte? Type of music you like, style of music you like?
Ooh, like R&B a lot, like classic rock. I'd say those are probably my two favorite things.
Now, what is you're the operations manager here, right?
Station manager, yeah. The students are the operations managers, if you will.
Now, how about program director?
We don't necessarily have a program director. It's kind of a little bit of a collaborative effort between me and assistant station manager Leo Kirshner. So we just kind of, anything that comes up as far as programming, we just kind of put our heads together and figure out what the best course of direction is for the station.
How about music? Who's responsible for programming? You have a great sound to your station. Who's responsible for programming the music that you hear on WGLS?
Well, we have a daytime director who's in charge of the stuff that you hear from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then at night, it's rock. Primarily, we do have some R&B stuff we play from 6 to 9 p.m. So we kind of let the individual student who's doing the microgroove show, they oversee that. But the stuff at night for rock shows, it's all handled by a rock director, and they kind of program it accordingly. The students have the say to pick out their music, but as far as adding stuff, it's normally them who do it.
How does a student go about becoming a DJ here at WGLS-FM?
They will normally go through about an 8-week training program. We have training at the start of every semester, and then the students from there, if they get through the end, they pass all 3 parts of the test, they become a member of the station, and away we go.
What would you say to a recording artist, say an independent artist that's trying to get their music played on the radio, on this radio station? Now, we know how hard it is to get music played on commercial radio. How about WGLS? Let's say I'm coming, I have a song or an album. or independent artist? How do I get my music played?
I would say, well, first of all, I think you want to make sure you look at what that station's doing, because people aren't just going to play your music just because you're new. It has to fit in with the structure of what they're doing. If it does, then you have a chance. Now, from that standpoint, try to get your stuff done in a reasonably professional recording studio, because if you don't, then you run into the issue of quality, and then if it doesn't sound good as far as the audio quality, a lot of our rock folks they'll toss it. So it has to be something that was recorded in a good environment, in a recording studio of some kind, and then from there, I mean, your talent's going to take you where it takes you.
A bachelor's degree, college radio, and internships at media outlets like PhillyCam will support aspiring broadcasters with knowledge and experience necessary to gain employment. Small to medium market radio stations are entry points in the industry for aspiring broadcasters. The Atlantic City market, as an example, is home to stations such as WTTH-FM The Touch for R&B, WZXL for classic rock, and WAYV, where yours truly, radio host Tim Marshall of the R&B Showcase, called home during the late 80s and early 90s. Hi, we're live on the world-famous boardwalk here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, Chelsea Avenue and the boardwalk. This is the original home of the 95.1 WAYV FM studios way back in the day. Right where the Oliver sign is, that's where the original window used to be. People used to walk on by and wave to the DJ live on the air. At 95 WAYV, Jersey's best music mix with Tim Marshall. 95.1 FM, hello.
Listen, don't think I'm crazy, but I can't get to sleep because I can't think of the girl singer's name. I hope you can help me out.
Well, I think we can help you out.
She's a black singer. She's originally from Philadelphia. She made a recording with a guy by the name of McDonald, and it was called On My Own.
Oh, you want to hear Patti LaBelle, Michael McDonald, On My Own, right?
Every night you go to sleep.
Okay, we'll get that on for you.
Oh, thanks very much.
Where are you calling from?
Listener.
Okay, what station gives you the most fun you can have on the radio?
What are you kidding? WAYV.
Kids keep on playing, night or day, they just not hurt you, but they should do.
Hi, I'm Jesse Penn of the legendary Spinners, and you're watching R&B Showcase Live with Tim Marshall on PhillyCam.
Hi, this is Tim Marshall. We are live at the world famous Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York, where Otis Williams of the Temptations is about to get inducted into the Harlem Apollo Theater Walk of Fame.
We danced to it. We fell in love to the songs. We sneaked out of the house. We learned to dance. I mean, amazing. And thank you guys for coming here today. I'm Janelle Procope, President and CEO of the Apollo. Particularly excited to be here and be at the helm of the Apollo. So I want to give a very special thank you to our elected officials, Congressman Adriana Esquiat, Senator Brian Benjamin, and is my Bill Perkins here?
I'm representing Bill.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay. Al Taylor. Thank you. They're helping me out here. My seat, Virginia Fields, in her yellow. Yeah, okay.
I give thanks to my Heavenly Father, yes, for letting me still be here, to be supported by all you wonderful folks and fans. I only wish David, Eddie, Paul, Melvin, and the late, great Dennis Edwards, I wish that they were here to share in this. I thank Mr. Barry Gordy, Mr. Shelley Berger, my manager. I thank all of y'all because, you know, for all of you, you know the history of the Temps. I've been through so many changes that the Temptation shouldn't even be standing today. But by the grace of God, here I stand. Yes, sir, and I give it to him first and foremost. And we will continue to ride the hell off the horse because I still love it. And I'm so happy that my play is being received so wonderfully well by you all, for many series, because we would not be here if it wasn't for you and my Heavenly Father. So I love you all for coming out, and thank you, thank you. I'd also like to say thanks to Barry Gordon because of him, also, we were able to survive. Thank you all. I love you very much.
And Billy Mitchell talked about it.
Don't cry no more, my dear. Don't you cry no more. I'll be waiting here, my dear. I'll be at your door. Do you hear me knocking? Do you hear my drum to draw you from your fortress that's been overcome? 'Cause you've been hiding in the shadows of the rubble and debris, and you're still living through a battle. It's been done for many weeks, but listen for the sounds of restoration coming from the streets. Let it remind you you're still alive. Yeah, there's still life up in them bones. Don't dwell on the casualties. Oh, your heart was meant to roam, so watch the company you keep. They will drag you under where the dead are found. Don't give in to slumber, wrestle through the higher ground. 'Cause you've been stranded in the valley of the hopeless and the dead, and you're still haunted by the ghosts who left you stuck there where you stand. But may these words bring revelation, lifting you up out this wretched land. Yeah, let it remind you you're still alive. Hey.
Marshall R&B Showcase Live. We're back here in the studios in Philadelphia, featuring the heart and soul of Philly. And we want to thank you for joining us for this very special careers edition of R&B Showcase Live. And of course, we want to thank our very special guest, station manager of WGLS-FM in Glassboro, talking about Mr. Derek Jones, for giving us the grand tour of the studios and the original home of the R&B Showcase radio show. Thanks again for joining us for R&B Showcase Live.